Hello, my name is VimVideo and welcome to my video number 5. In this video I'm working on a character sketch, a concept sketch for a character that I have in mind. And I begin by doing several thumbnail sketches. And those thumbnails are tiny. I draw in a very, very small size. The reason for that is because the small size makes changes easier. It helps me work faster, and I can suggest lots of detail with a few line strokes. Because of the speed, I can create more thumbnails and have more variety to choose from. So once I pick my favorite thumbnail, I enlarge it. I lower the opacity, and then I begin to draw and paint over the thumbnail. And I'm doing that in Photoshop. This technique with the enlargement of the thumbnail has many advantages. It's fast, and it helps to keep the energy of the thumbnail within the final drawing. But the most important advantage is that it establishes an abstracted, suggestive base for the final drawing. It's very important for that base to be abstract and suggestive, because that is what keeps the creative process alive during the final drawing. If I was doing that over a line art sketch, then because line art is very rigid, I'm going to have the space for interpretation to keep the creative process alive, and the whole final painting would be just a technical chore, very sterile of creativity and imagination. But by having a thumbnail as a base, I have a very abstracted, suggestive base to work on. And nothing is rigid. I don't even see a final design on the thumbnail. I just see suggestions for designs. So I discover the final design while doing the final drawing. And that is very important because it keeps the creative process alive, and new solutions and inspiration might still emerge in the final drawing. Even if I don't like an area, I can erase it and then work over the thumbnail again and have a completely new design emerge, because the thumbnail is so abstract that it has many, many interpretations. So this whole thing keeps the intuitive creative process alive. I'm working on this with the drawing and painting technique. I do those two things simultaneously. I draw outlines for the large shapes for my design, and then I paint within those shapes with light and shadow. Because I paint with light and shadow, I create the sense of a third dimension, and the whole design becomes more three-dimensional. And this is important for a concept, because if I was working in a team and this was going to be a 3D character and the 3D model would be created by a 3D artist, then I can give this concept, and the 3D artist can understand the form better in a three-dimensional space. But also the combination of light and shadow makes a more suggestive rendering. That means that it can be interpreted more freely by the 3D artist. And because of that, the 3D artist can have input in the final interpretation and translation of this concept into a 3D model. Thank you for watching. Keep the creative processes alive. Bye-bye.